It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, go!
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. That strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now it's Richardson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Okay.
3rd and 19. From the shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Go, Shaq! Go, Shaq! Let's go! Ready?
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
I was so proud of you in our meeting with the defensive coordinator because you asked the question that set him off. And all you said was, so what improvement do you need to see this week, Coach? And boy, he got fired up, didn't he? Takeaways. We need turnovers. Got to create them. Got so animated, jumped up in our meeting. It was fun to watch.
Somehow I always upset a coordinator in those meetings. Yeah. But they like you. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 3.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Willis looks to pass it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw, here's Willis. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive.
come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10.
Panther streak. Panther streak. Ready? Ready.
They'll try the left side. Levy. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Trap 60.
Willis looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Levy. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. A give up the middle to right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. Ready.
Back to throw, Willis. He'll try and do this himself. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Malik Willis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Go. Bronco 80.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Here we go. Here we go.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
Quick throw completed by Richardson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
The Falcons are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
There's a quick throw completed by Willis.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Down the right sideline.
And finally down at the 36-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school. And one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to it.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Ready up.
Willis now off play action. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Please, Lion. Ready.
Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw, here's Willis. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Ready.
Willis on the sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Go. Ready.
Off play action. Richardson. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 20-yard line.
Come on, come on. Set.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And
he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Richardson going to change the play here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd down and 3.
Mustang 19. Let's go. 18 Cardinal. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Now Willis to throw. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there.
And finally, he's taken down at the 18. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
62 yards on the play. And the Buccaneer first down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Kennedy Lions. 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw, Willis.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Willis looking to throw it.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Torrey Horton as the first half is winding down.
And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard
The Atlanta
line.
offense out there for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And they'll go right back to right.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Jalen Wright,
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
and the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
And Richardson back to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Richardson. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. 18, let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 back there, 60.
Up the middle with Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Sunday, a Lewickin on the tackle. That's a gain of 7.
Here's Richardson to throw. And it is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Richardson going to move him around.
Ready?
A first down carry for Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Ready?
Running again with Barkley on second down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Tag. Panther 60, Panther 7 Pirates, 7. Let go.
Richardson working from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Butker's kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball would come out to the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing in cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Check mash. Here we go. Check. Wrap all 80.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now Willis on a bootleg. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Willis showing off the wheels there. He gets him the first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down.
On the handoff, it's Wright. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 5. They'll go again here with Wright. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. Watch him do it. We surprised outside off from the music. They like, what he on? This is Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not his home. This is a revelation. How they get it?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brock Bowers, 37 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to stretch out their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
Now.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now Richardson. Complete. Smith has it. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 3.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
16-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
70 Timberwolves.
Now it's Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Watch the bullet. Watch the bullet. Cowboy 80.
Quick throw completed by Richardson. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Come on, go.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the one. 117 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Elijah Arroyo there to make the grab. And the Falcons get a bit closer. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
On the give, this is right. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run with Wright. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the ground, it's Wright. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Willis. And Walker has it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Wright. They'll get forward for 3 down the 16-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's 2nd and 7.
Set, hurt. Get it. Crackle.
Now a handoff up the middle. Levy. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 148 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Ready? Ready?
Right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Stephanie! 70 Timberwolves! Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. And this one is right through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
Let's go!
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go!
Richardson looking to throw this to Barkley on the check down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is first and 10 right now. Richardson looking to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Tag! Panther 60! Panther 60! Let go!
One last shot for Richardson. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.